afraid to have a shower before your food delivery arrives? If questions like this have crossed your mind, then you're in good company. Today we'll be taking a closer look at some of the daily habits and social conventions that make up the monotony of life. Let's pat our pockets and say, right, keys, wallet, phone, okay, good to go. Grab your knitting needles and a blanket because it's time for three old friends to sit around and sew a new patch into their quilted friendship. So join me, Dion, under the covers with Christian.
Welcome to Patchwork.
And Josh.
Welcome to Patchwork. Now, before we get started, I just wanted to have a go at you quickly, Christian. Something that happened earlier. We were hanging out together, just the two of us. We were busy doing something. What were we doing?
We were doing patchwork prep.
We were doing patchwork prep. So we're in the middle of something, right? And he gets a call from his girlfriend, and he goes, "Oh God." And I'm like, "It's fine. Just hang up on it. You're busy doing something." He's like, "I can't hang up on it. You got to let it ring out."
Can I just say for posterity, I did not say, "Oh God," when she called.
No. It's more to be like, "Oh fuck, I need to answer this," right? Because he's such a polite person. There's the anxiety, and I have to answer this call. And I'm on the other side, being like, "Just hang it up. Just bang, hang up the call. Do not answer it. You wanted it to ring out."
Yes, I think so. I wasn't.
Whoa,
wait a
that's
second.
weird.
Wait a second. I wasn't anxious about taking the call, or I have to.
Okay.
I just knew my cadence is that when the call comes in and I'm otherwise indisposed, you let the call ring out. I never want to do an abrupt hang up.
The problem is, with iPhones, you can't hang up.
What? No, if you press the power button, it cuts the call.
Great.
That's
what you want it to do.
No, you don't.
But my argument was, on the other side of that, the person calling in, if I ever had that, I go, "Oh, they must be busy."
No. See,
they're not ready to take a call.
Can I posit to you both that each and every ring has a specific, has a very specific feeling that comes with it.
Yeah.
So with the first ring, I think you're just happy that there's been a connection made.
Yep.
And
you're you're the person calling?
You're the person calling.
Yeah, okay.
You're happy that there's a connection that's been made and you're not going to voicemail. And so you've established call can take place. You prepare mentally for needing to speak. And then maybe a little clear of the throat. So that's all in ring one. Then you get to ring two. And if someone's close to their phone, they're probably going to answer in ring two. So ring two is really about... This is the moment. This is the action moment, right? So I'd say that if you're extending past ring two, the chance that they're going to answer the phone drops dramatically after that point. Because most people are answering at ring two.
Pretty good.
Sure.
Right?
Pretty good.
And then you get to ring three. And at this point, you're hanging on for the person who heard their phone ringing from quite far away.
Yeah.
And they're making their way to the phone.
Running.
Running. So there's a slim chance you get an answer. But I think at ring three, I'm preparing. We are all preparing to leave the voicemail or potentially send a text.
Sure.
Okay? Then ring four, the final ring. At this point, I'm just waiting for the cut over to voicemail. It's the only reason to exist at ring four. There's a very slight chance that they might pick up, but either way, after ring four, that's when I'm calling. That's when I'm cutting the call short, I think.
Okay.
So if you're at any point interrupting someone's emotional reaction to these four rings, you are doing a disservice to them.
I feel like we're reading Dante's Inferno with the 7 rings of hell. You've just gone through this system. I understand your point about mentally preparing. So your part of your argument is that if you cut across to the voicemail quicker than they're expected, they're going to freak out and be like, sorry.
Well, yeah, but also it makes it clear that you have acted, that you're there, and that for some reason you've chosen hang up.
Yeah.
Christian.
That, for me, and maybe it's irrational, but it feels like rejection.
Have you considered, and do you ever do this, where you'll answer the call and go, "Hey, sorry, I can't take this call now. I'll call you back in a couple of hours."
Absolutely. But I felt as though in that moment, it wasn't appropriate.
What's the point of that though, right? Like, let's use that as the example. The answer go, "Oh, hey, I can't talk right now. I'll call you back."
Yes.
How is that any different to just hanging up the call? Surely, if I'm calling in and someone hangs up, I'm thinking they must be busy and they'll call me back.
I didn't expect Josh to understand. But Christian, what do you think the point is of that? Well, hang on. No, more interesting.
Courtesy.
Yeah.
Boring. Effective communication.
No, but what is it? It's an acknowledgement, because it is annoying when you call someone and they don't answer. So it's acknowledging that you've answered the phone, but you'll call them later. It's pretty much.
How is that ever not presumed?
What do you mean?
Okay.
No, if you hang up the phone on the person
What do
mid-call,
you? If you're the person calling in and you get hung up on, what are you thinking?
you-
No. What are you thinking?
if
I
I
feel
get hung up on,
Yes.
I feel rejected.
I feel rejected.
and do
I
you
feel
know
rejected
why?
as well.
Do you know why? Because the power's been taken from me.
Yes,
Oh.
it's really weird, and I feel exactly the same way. It's such a weird.
Nah.
Hang on. I want you to think about this. You're calling someone. You want to tell them good news or something, and 2 rings in, they hang up on you.
2 rings, and mind you, 2 ring is the pickup ring.
I know, Christian. That's why I referred to it as 2.
I'm thinking, oh wow, they must be busy. I'll try them later.
Oh yeah, I don't know why I feel this weird sense of rejection, particularly from some friends as well.
Yeah.
For some friends
Because
that I have trouble.
know there's no one I'm calling that I envision they roll the eyes and go, oh, Josh, hang up. That doesn't exist.
I reckon Christian rolls his eyes.
But in reality, I'm always letting it go to voicemail. So I agree with you, Josh. I don't think there's a circumstance where I ring someone and they go, ugh, Christian,
That's what I
hang
mean.
up.
Yeah, right.
They're just going to let it go.
Yeah.
But it's the feeling. It's the feeling. I don't want people to feel like, oh, shit.
You want to feel wanted for just those extra 2 rings.
Well, it gives them, I want them to have the time to prepare to go, okay, change tact. Am I voicemail? Am I text?
Christian, what do you think? So, what do you think when you get to voicemail and you're expecting a voice, and then it's the Telstra 10-second thing? What's your
Okay,
I
yes.
think I'm pretty good at doing it, but sometimes you just get cut off in the end, and it's kind of like, what is that going to be transcribed
Yeah.
as? Some of those transcriptions are hilarious, by the way.
So that's the decision I'll make is this person close enough to me that I can leave a gibberish call to text translation? That's the only thing you should do because it'll never pick up.
I've never done that before. Have you done it before?
You should try getting one from when your nonna calls. Try reading that.
So good.
Because every time I get one of those ones, I get cut off on it, I go, nah, man, listen to the instructions. They sorted this out. I always think I'm better than what I'm being told. I'm being told, leave your name and number, then hang up, mate. That's all the robot tells you to do. Leave your name. I was like, no. I get 10 seconds. I'll give a message. I'm leaving a full message. And inevitably you get cut off and you go, should just done name and number.
All right, ready? Do you want to take a 10 seconds?
So you
Do
can
you wanna
call
take a 10
me.
Seconds?
Okay.
Ready? You're calling Dion, and it's because you think you're going to be late to your meeting at the cafe.
Okay.
Okay.
So can you be the robot, Dion?
So let me just get a timer.
Yeah,
ready.
okay.
Hang on.
You've called Telstra 101. Please leave a short 10-second message, no longer, no shorter. Doop.
Hey, Dion, it's Josh. Just running a bit late, but I will be there soon. You don't need to call me back. I just let you know that I'm going to be there soon. Thanks, mate. Bye.
10 seconds is up.
Oh, that was
Okay,
long.
so you had heaps of time, but you did not communicate effectively.
No.
Nah.
I'll be there soon. Sorry, mate. I'll be there soon.
Also, what's your number?
Who are you, John?
Who the fuck's this?
So we've established that it feels awkward for us, Dion, if someone's hanging up when we're trying to call. How do you ever hang up during a call? What are the circumstances in which you're on a phone call with someone? Have you ever hung up on someone?
Ever, like, during an argument, you mean?
What is the reason to hang up? Aside from after saying goodbye.
Whoa, what's a reason to hang up? I mean, you get off the phone pretty quick when you're boarding a tram or a bus. That's something
Great.
that you do, but I just continue it and just temper my voice. What about you, Josh?
Actually, that's a good one. If I'm going into something or getting onto public transport or something, I will generally go, anyway, I'll chat to you later. See you, mate. Bye.
Yeah, great.
it's just a quick wrap up.
You will make sure that by the time you're on the tram, that call is over.
Yeah, I think what
you
I'll
won't let
do
it bleed for a couple of
Well,
seconds.
the thing is, when I do the quick wrap up, it's not like a hang up, but it's like I'm not giving you time to respond. I don't care what you've got to say.
What?
I'm just going to go, I've got to get off
what
this
if they
call now.
what if they didn't understand what you were saying?
Then I'll text them. Sorry for the quick leave. Had to get on the train.
Okay. What about if you're standing in line and you're waiting to order something
Yeah.
at let's say a takeaway
Great.
restaurant?
Great.
Do you, while you're on the phone, put the phone to the side and let them hear you order?
I feel like I used to do it. It's always better to go, hey, I'll call you back in 2 minutes. I'm just
Right.
going to do this order. Because the order can go awry and yeah.
Isn't that one of the most frustrating things?
It
being
is.
powerless to when they're done ordering.
Oh,
and you just
there
have
we
to
go.
sit on the
there
line.
There we go. Christian, you've answered the
Power
question for
move.
me. Sometimes in that moment, if your friend is taking too long, I'll hang up.
Hang up. Yes,
That's
absolutely.
the moment that I'll hang
What
up.
a great turn of the tables.
Yep.
Just bang. I'm taking the power back.
Yep.
Totally.
So you call me back when you're ready.
Yep, absolutely.
And then throw your phone against the ground and smash it to bits.
as you're well aware by now, 92 patches in, we love when you provide us with content because it means that we don't have to do the work.
Yeah, it's great. We don't have to hang out with each other. It's beautiful. Yeah.
And one of our amazing Patreons wrote to us and gave us a suggestion for something to talk about. Chris wrote to us and said, what do you do in the time between ordering Uber Eats or a food delivery service and when it arrives?
I mean, this is right up our alley, isn't
It's
it?
right in our Q zone, Dion.
It depends. For me, it's the mindset of why you've ordered the food. You get into this mindset. It's like, are you in a lazy mood? Are you in a playful mood? Are you and then that will determine how much you can be bothered doing in that intervening time. Because
Bothered doing.
yeah, totally.
Very interesting.
So you're looking for like things you can tick off.
Oh, I order a food delivery because I can't be bothered cooking, which means I can't be bothered probably doing a lot of other
Great
things.
point.
Very good
Great point.
Can we just establish some context, some rules for the discussion? Sorry to be Josh for a moment. Average order time, 45 minutes. Happy to say that.
Oh, absolutely.
45 to an hour. Yeah.
Yeah, 45 minutes to play with. Okay. So, Dion, you're saying if you can't be bothered cooking, you can't be bothered doing anything. So you're happy what? You're on the couch?
On the couch, or maybe just doing that little errand, cleaning up the kitchen, just that little tiny thing.
Little tiny thing.
You don't want to go out of the room, I wouldn't think. You wouldn't want to go out of the house because there's a danger. There's big danger. And we'll get to that in a minute.
What that they but if you left the house, they're still going to just drop it on the doorstep.
Yeah, but then it could sit there and you won't know that it's been delivered.
No
and then
one's leaving the house when they've ordered.
I didn't
Food,
say
right?
I did not say
I
that
can't
was
imagine
doing
that circumstance
No,
happening.
going to the backyard or something, doing a bit of gardening, bit of pruning.
Bit of backyard
pruning?
Oh, yeah, backyard pruning. You've never done it. It's great.
After hours pruning.
After hours? What?
Oh, you ordered lunch?
No. Never. Never. Don't be silly. I'm just pulling the wool over your eyes.
think for me, I'm reluctant to start any task that I cannot either drop instantly or will completely finish.
Wow.
And
Yeah.
often, like, I think something that is bite-sized and easy, like a dishwasher empty out, love that. A
pretty
clean
good.
dishwasher, empty it out, love that. Perfect time.
So, Josh, you love playing video games. You wouldn't pause, have a quick play for another like 25, 30 minutes, pause.
nah.
That's bullshit.
No, I'm not. I'll wrap up. I'm not going to like start a new game or anything like that.
Why?
Because the food's on the way.
And you got a
It's
pause
variable.
button.
Not in every game. Don't be
I'm
a mum from the
sorry.
1990s. Can't you
I-
pause
I
it, darling?
I honestly thought there was a pause button in every game. You can't pause every game.
Online multiplayer games, guys.
What?
You can't. Oh, you don't. You're just taking the piss now, you assholes. You fucking assholes.
Really rile him up.
You play the Nintendo, don't you, Josh?
That's really interesting. I thought neither of you went where I thought the most obvious thing was to do, which is prepare the room you're going to eat in.
Prepare.
Anytime we, well, that's right, because anytime we order, I'm always the one doing the goddamn prep.
Grabbing the plates and the bowls, that's just part and parcel.
That is
Yeah.
what we're discussing.
Hang on.
yeah.
But Christian's saying he does it all the time and you don't.
No, I'm saying that's a given. Of course you're
It's
grabbing
a
the
given
bowls
that
and
Christian
plates.
does
Hang
it.
on,
No, I do it.
Hang on. Does Josh actually do it?
Yeah.
Yeah, Josh will do it.
Just checking.
Or be the one who goes and picks up the food.
That's
you
what
lazy
you're good
prick.
at. Wait a second. You offer. Josh always offers to pick it up
But you
instead.
should. But you should be doing that as opposed to using one of these shitty companies that take the.
wait
It's
a
great. He's
second,
doing a good
wait a second.
deed.
Let's air this out right now. Okay, so Josh's rationale when we're ordering, he says, I'll go pick it up because, and if it's raining, just to avoid that guy having to go out in the rain. The delivery driver.
Lovely. Avoid him getting
But wait
paid.
a
That's
second,
lovely.
That's taking work away
Oh,
from.
yeah, let's litter everywhere because the cleaners need jobs.
No. This is a tough.
It's the same argument.
What? No, it's not.
Yes, it is.
But you choosing to pick it up is depriving the people who have that job.
No, but it's also
way.
giving money back to the restaurant because they're not paying 30% to shitty Uber.
That is why I agree with it. I'm like, great idea, Josh.
Put yourself in their shoes. If that's your job, are you not wanting work on a rainy day?
I don't think it's about giving people work. You're not being altruistic by using food delivery services.
No, that is not. That's
not.
not what
That
I'm
kind of
saying.
sounds like what you're saying.
No, I'm just saying that why wouldn't you use the delivery service?
Because I'm happy to go and get it.
That-
because,
yes.
you know, actually, no, the reason is...
I like it.
I can go direct from restaurant to my house instead of going to
Yes.
10 kilometers the other way and then back again.
And
it'd be
I'm
cold.
saying that's why I always agree when you put
Yeah.
it out there. But
that's
as to
mine-
what Dion said earlier, a lot of the time you can't be bothered. So when you
Yes.
put your hand up and you're like, I'll pick it up, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah.
We're ordering in.
I'll tell you one of the main things I do, though. I'll start a TV show that I don't care about. Give me like an Arrested Development,
yes.
a little comedy I've watched a lot before, something like that,
yeah.
that I can chuck on and I've seen it a million times before, and I'll just duck in and out.
I'm going to throw something out there. Let's say you're ordering Thai, and let's say you're tossing up, should I get the rice or should I make it at home?
Oh, Dion.
Huge.
So that's one of the things that you're doing. You're making the bloody rice because I'm not paying $6.50 for a large rice.
It makes so much sense to make your own rice.
It doesn't it?
It
Like,
does.
It does.
And how rarely do I do it? Rarely.
Really? Why?
I don't. I think
Super
maybe
rarely.
once
You
I've
pig.
made the rice. Do you know why? Because a lot of these places, when you order the rice, they do something a little bit special with the rice, right? So they might put a little bit of coconut rice.
Well, they put it in a plastic container
Put it
that
in a
lasts for thousands of years.
Oh, can we not? Jesus.
Also, if they're doing that, get a coconut tree in your garden.
Well, I think to wrap it up, we're picking small little bite-sized activities, right?
Yep.
We're not leaving the home.
Yep.
We're setting up the room. Is there anything else we're doing?
We're making rice.
We're making rice. We're
Yep.
getting bowls and plates and cutlery.
And we are not pressing pause on our video games
Yes.
because it doesn't exist.
That's right. That's right.
And now it's time for Oh Wow of the Week.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Cinderella isn't a real name, but was just a nickname for Ella, who would be covered in cinders due to having to sleep by the fireplace to keep warm or to clean ashes. Most other versions have different variations on a name relating to ashes.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Filthy dress. Filthy dress. Filthy white dress.
So, Josh, you and I were at the pub the other night, and we thought it would be funny to try coming up with famous movie quotes for films that didn't exist.
Yeah, we'd had a few drinks. And we're all, in a good mood. And so we realized, those little clips they play at the Oscars that maybe here's the best picture and they play a little clip from the film. Or there's a famous quote from I'll be back or something like that. Mm-hmm. So what we started to do is we'd give and we'll be doing it right now, we'll give the title of the film and the genre, and then we'll give the other person the feed line, and they need to come back on the spot with the conclusion to that scene, that epic scene, whatever it was in whatever film. So I'll kick us off. One for you and me, Christian.
Sure.
So the film, it's an English romantic comedy, and the film is called Weekend in Bath. And here we go. No, Jonathan, seriously, it's not what it looks like. Please trust me. It's so different to what you think's happening here.
Well, I mean, it looks like you're dirty, and we all know you come to Bath to get clean. Dion, let me set you up. This is a romantic thriller.
Fuck. I've got one as well.
And the film is Rest is for the Wicked. You don't trust me. You don't trust me. How can you love me but not trust me?
I don't trust anyone in this town.
What you couldn't see, he did this great look off to the side as well.
Squinted his
Brilliant.
eyes. It was very
Yeah.
Clint Eastwood.
The camera was right in on his face right then. Real tight shot.
Yeah, so I've actually got a romantic thriller as well, and it's called A Short Walk to the Bronx. These film titles will get funnier. And so Josh, but after all we've been through, why didn't you just leave?
I couldn't leave when I love you like I do. I can't leave you ever.
Great,
Well
great
done.
performance.
Really got into character.
Oscars for us all.
Now, last patch, you might remember I was telling us the story of the time I became friends with Kamahl. So just to get you back up to speed, where we left off was that after taking a wild swing and reaching out on Twitter, we had Kamahl who'd agreed to sing My Way at our digital fringe show. So that's where we ended last time, and we'll pick the story up again now. So the next step was to organise the recording. Now, it wasn't going to be easy getting an 87-year-old man to film himself singing a song and then send us the files. For this, Kamahl enlisted the help of his good friend and confidant, Joe Zapier. Joe was a super lovely guy and was our man on the ground in terms of steering this technical ship. The gear. An aging 2008 MacBook Pro, an iPhone 13 Pro, and a Vonix AP 1200 12-inch portable speaker with wireless microphone. 4 p.m, the day of the recording. We started things off with a phone call, then thought it would be easier to coordinate if we could all see each other, so we emailed Kamahl a Google Meet link. A couple of minutes later, we get a call back from Kamahl. The aging 2008 MacBook is only running Safari, and the Google Meet link isn't working. We'll send you a Zoom link. Let's hope that works. So we're waiting in the Zoom meeting, and about 10 minutes later, still no Kamahl. We call him back, and Joe picks up. Oh, sorry, Josh. We reckon we've got it sorted now. Success! Kamahl has entered the chat.
Great.
His camera is firmly directed at his chest with barely his chin visible. He's definitely 87. He's wearing this beautiful tan suit with a black pocket square over what looks to be some sort of traditional Malaysian shirt with this amazing yellow and black design. Kamahl was looking sharp and was ready to perform. So at this stage, we're about 40 minutes in and we've only gotten as far as seeing Kamahl's face on a video call.
His chest.
Yes. So we press on. We chat on the video call for a while. Sometimes it's about the filming. Sometimes it's about in 1974. Just goes on another story. Eventually, Joe spins the laptop around and we see the living room of Kamahl's Belrose suite. They're all set up in the corner of the room between a dark wooden bookcase and a light pastel floral curtain that complements Kamahl's shirt perfectly. Kamahl moves over to where he's going to sing and places a piece of paper on the ground in front of him to mark his spot. It took us about a half hour to get from this stage to them recording. And most of the time, it went something like this. I reckon the curtain looks great. Let's move more in front of that and try to keep the bookcase out of shot. No, Kamahl, to your right. Our left. No, that's a bit too far. Joe, can you set a Kamahl in your phone shot? Oh, you said you didn't want the bookcase in the shot. Yeah, but just the edge is fine. We'd rather have Kamahl in the center of the shot. Oh, okay. Now that's perfect, Kamahl. Exactly where you are now. Kamahl moves closer to the laptop so we could hear us better. Yeah, no, just where you were was perfect, okay? Kamahl goes back to stand on his mark, but he never moved his piece of paper to the new spot. No, Kamahl, it's to the right of your piece of paper. No, your right, our left. Yep, that'll do. That's fine. Just back a bit. Yep, sure. Joe? Oh, I've still got the bookcase in the shot. Don't worry about it. It's fine. It's completely fine. The backing track's a bit soft. I can't hear it. Oh, just turn it up a bit. I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, what did you say? I can't hear you guys over the backing track. Well, we'll just hang up the video call and let you guys get on with it. Good luck. So we hung up the call and let them get to the recording. We thought, too much trouble. This is going on.
So they recorded on their own phone and now we're going to send it to you later.
So we were just watching all this through the laptop.
Wow.
So what feels like another half an hour goes by and we finally get a call back from Joe Zappia. All done. We got it. Took us a few takes. Amazing. Thank you so much, Joe and Kamahl. Joe shoots us the video from his phone via WhatsApp. We watch it and we're blown away. His performance is incredible. It is truly captivating. For those who don't know, the lyrics for My Way are about a man looking back fondly on a life he lived on his own terms. With the context around it of being gnawed by Daryl and Hey Hey, it's truly something special. So now it's 5:30 p.m. An hour and a half after we began, and we have Kamahl's 3-minute performance in the can. But perhaps the most daunting task of the day was ahead of us. Getting full quality files off of Joe's phone. I'll spare you the details, but here's a brief rundown of some of the issues.
Josh had all the codecs and stuff written down, but he was like, nah, it's going to be too long.
WhatsApp compresses the files. The files are too big for Joe to email. AirDrop isn't compatible with Kamahl's aging 2008 MacBook. File transfer websites like WeTransfer are too complicated. Joe doesn't have Google Drive on his phone. Joe's laptop is back at his place and it's a Windows machine, so he can't AirDrop to that. In the ensuing hours, there was nothing I wanted more than to email myself to Joe Zappia's phone and sort it out in person. Finally, many hours later, Joe manages to send us through all the files via Google Drive, and at 10:39 p.m., we receive the following text from Kamahl. Joe Zappia is still here after 10 hours. It's beyond marathon. I believe he has been able to forward you the links you need. Unbelievable. Hope it was worth all of our collective efforts. Please tell me you finally have all that you need so I can get some much needed sleep. Sleeping emoji. Aloha. It truly was beyond marathon, but we had this amazing performance by Kamahl in our possession, and absolutely no one knows about it. We're so excited to be able to share it with the audience during the live performance the following evening. The next day, the morning of the show, we received the following text from Kamahl at 10:08 a.m. I must confess that since my first TV appearance on October 17th, 1959, I have never ever agitated over an appearance on TV like yesterday. Joe Zappia left my Belrose suite after midnight. Lol, crying laughing emoji. However, I am relieved and also very, very pleased and hope the final outcome was worth the agony as I await the ecstasy impatiently this evening. BTW, did you know Emma Raducanu, the new tennis queen, and yours truly will be celebrating our birthdays on the same day, November 13th? Unfortunately, I had to decline Emma's kind invite. Lol, crying laughing emoji. Wishing you and your team every success for tonight and always. Aloha, Kamahl. Wow. Kamahl's appearance absolutely blew everyone away, and we couldn't thank him and Joe Zappia enough for their hard work and effort in pulling it all together. So kind and generous with their time, and both just lovely people.
And to think, he's in Sydney or Malaysia? Because that 10 hours, even if he was in Malaysia, you could have flown out there.
He's in Sydney. And we were like, do we just go up there? This is crazy.
Josh, can I say that is a spectacular story? I'm so glad that you've told it. There was a moment as well that you described to me about when Kamahl was about to perform and he communicated with you asking...
Yeah, so when we were deciding on the song, and he's like, I could do my way, and we decided that, and then like the next day he's like, oh, I just want to know kind of what's my motivation here? What's my motivation? But he was like, why am I singing this? Why am I singing this song now?
Wow.
And so we were like, oh, well, you've been snubbed by the other Hey Hey, and so you're going to do
the
this
reunion show.
The reunion show.
Is the 50th year reunion show,
Yeah,
right?
so you've been snubbed by that. So now you're going to come on this show and you're going to do it your way. You're going to do what you wanted to do. You're going to sing as a performer, and we're going to let you do that. We're not going to make fun of it. It's like you're going to come and you're going to sing a song, and that's it.
And the most, for those of you that don't know Kamahl, and I don't know whether you're super familiar, Dion, but the thing that he wanted the most over all the years on Hey Hey was to be taken seriously as a performer.
Yeah.
And what Hey Hey did was continually make fun of him and make him the butt of the jokes. And that is what I found to be the best thing about you guys getting him on, was you respected that moment to say, here's your opportunity, do it your way.
Yeah. And it was so, like, it's such a cool performance, but him just to nail it as he did, but also to be the consummate performer that he is, to ask that question, right? It's not like, yeah, I'll sing my way. It's like, what am I singing? Why am I singing this song now?
Yes.
At 87 on this performance? Why am I doing that?
Josh, we have to share this somehow with people. People are going to want to know what this performance looks like. Is there a way that we can share it with people?
Yeah, it's on our Game Boys YouTube channel. So we got it in conjunction with the live chat, so you can actually see everyone's reactions to it. It's super cool.
Great.
Is there a way that Welcome to Patchwork can share that and get the views instead?
But we'll post links on the socials so you guys can check it out, because it is... Yeah, it's just a super compelling performance.
Yes.
Really, really good. You know what's really, really good? Really, really good. You know what's really, really good?
You know what's really good? When the salt and pepper is at your end of the table.
Really good.
Really good. You know what's really good? Taking the extra time to heat something properly in the oven instead of the microwave.
Really good.
Really good.
Do you know what's really good? When friends you're wanting to add to a group chat already have the right app installed. Really good. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Welcome to Patchwork. Have you told a friend lately about us, Josh? Josh, have you told a friend lately about us?
Literally all of my friends know about the podcast, and I'm one of those people who talks heaps about the podcast.
And Christian?
All of my friends also know about them. And about them, about us. But also, I hope they've all reviewed our podcast on Apple Podcasts.
Oh, me too. I've been nagging them the last 2 weeks. Why would they not do it? Do they not care about us?
I'll tell you what we should do, spot checks.
That's a good point.
Whether you come to our live shows or whether you're a friend of ours or beyond,
Yeah.
we will stop you and ask you to show us your review.
Reviews, please.
We've got Twitch. We've got Discord. We've got Instagram. We've got Twitter. We've got Facebook.
Maybe we should go
We've
through-
got YouTube.
What do we not have? Eh?
Pinterest.
We don't have a Pinterest. We don't have a TikTok.
Oh, yeah. Maybe we do.
I don't think we've made an account, but there's a view to get on that platform.
Oof.
Absolutely.
I know.
If you want to see Christian dancing on TikTok, right in.
If it gets us more reviews.
And as we do every week, we sew a new patch into our quilt of friendship. Josh, what patch did you sew into our quilt this week?
Thank you, Dion. My patch this week was me belting out a quick rendition of My Way while waiting for my food to arrive.
Great.
Christian, what patch did you sew into your quilt?
Thank you, Josh. This week I sewed into my patch you driving out to pick up your takeaway order and then seeing the rain outside, altruistically deciding to take it upon yourself to give the Uber drivers the night off and deliver their orders yourself. And Dion, what did you sew into your patch this week?
My patch this week is Josh calling Kamahl on his phone and Kamahl hanging up after 3 rings because he wants to show Josh his chest on Google Meet. Thank you for listening to Welcome to Patchwork for another week. I've been Dion.
I've been Josh.
And I've been Christian.
Goodbye.
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 This is really weird. Okay.
Is that a good seal? Elephant seal?
Yes. Yes. If I stop thinking that it's a human voice and actually try to get into the moment. Yeah. I reckon there's a moment like the first 0.1 seconds, it's
Yeah.
way too human. But then after that,
Yeah.
you're all elephant seal.
All the practice has paid off. You've done well, babe.
Ah, you sound like a straining human.
It was a cartoon version. Just an old man.
Go, Chris.